Today's disturbing kidnapping 911 calls will keep you on the edge of your seat. Some end miraculously, some tragically. These are the most gripping abduction calls out there. Jerry Antoine watched in horror as his girlfriend, Mariam Abdulrub, was abducted before his eyes right outside his home on August 13th, 2021. The Atlanta rapper, known as Rapper Germ, contacted 911 to report that he had witnessed a kidnapping. This case is ongoing, so subscribe for updates and more new true 911 calls.
Hello, hey, I'm at 501 Burrow Street, and my girlfriend just got out of the car, and somebody just came and just kidnapped her and just left.
Did they kidnap her and left?
Somebody just left with my girlfriend.
Where are you located?
Oh my! I'm at 501 Burrows, 501 Burrow Street.
Stuffy?
Yeah. They just left. He was in like a Ford Escort looking type of car.
What kind of car was he in? You said a Ford Escort. What color?
It was like a Jeep car. Like a Jeep.
So what? How did was she snatched? Was she?
Bro, she just pulled up, and then I heard somebody here earlier. Bro. Oh my God, my car is blocked in. What the? Oh my God. Bro.
Okay, sir.
Bro.
Sir, I need you to stay with me for a second.
Bro, what the?
Sir, can you hear me? Or you?
Oh my God. Bro, I just watched her get kidnapped from in front of my house. What the? Oh
what is your name?
God.
Was she forced into the car? Did she get in the car, or did she walk in the car?
Yes, I watched it all. I watched everything. He had a gun to her. I watched everything.
It was a black
I watched everything.
Hold on, Jerry. Hold on.
He had on a security shirt. Oh my God.
Jerry, I need you to listen to me very carefully. I need you to calm down as best you can. And I have a series of questions that I need to ask you. I need you to answer.
Yeah.
Okay? I need you to answer them to the best of your ability. You understand me?
Yeah.
All right. You said that you saw your girlfriend get kidnapped by the driver of a black SUV-style vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes. It looked like a Ford Escape kind of car, like a small SUV. Because she just called me 5 minutes ago, and she said, well, I'm about to be here. And I heard her car pull up.
Hold on, Jerry.
And I hear a commotion outside.
Hold on, Jerry. Hold on, Jerry. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. So she had a gun pointed to her?
Yes, I watched it all through my window in my front yard. He had a gun to her, and he forced her into a car. He had on a security shirt. What the
All right, Jay. Where are you located? Are you in an apartment complex?
No, it's 501 Burrow Street, Southeast.
So this is a house?
It's a house.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So I have her location in my phone. I'm going to check it, period. I can check it.
So you're tracking her location from your phone, is that correct?
I'm loading it up right now. I don't know if she dropped it or not. I think it's in her car. I think she dropped it.
All right, Jerry. Well, we'll get a unit out there to you shortly, okay? We'll get a unit out there to you shortly, okay, Jerry?
Man, what the?
All right, Jerry. Jerry, we'll get a unit out there to you soon as we can, okay?
Oh my.
Atlanta 911 operator 7906. What's the address to your emergency? I am actually at the corner of Lakewood Avenue Southeast and Terrace Way Southeast. I am walking in my neighborhood.
Lakewood Avenue Southeast and Terrace Way Southeast. You need
Correct.
police, fire, or an ambulance.
I think I may need both police and ambulance. I'm walking by. I see a woman face down
Let me get
near an abandoned home.
Let me get you connected with EMS. Hold for one moment, sir. Don't hang up.
Oh, Lord. Hello?
EMS, what's the address of your emergency?
Atlanta Water Transfer. Call advised Lakewood Avenue Southeast and Terrace Way Southeast.
It's like an abandoned home at the corner. I don't know the exact address of it, but it's when you turn onto Terrace off of Lakewood Avenue, on the right side, if you're coming from, I guess, the interstate, it's near like an Exxon gas station, and it's right across the street from, I think, the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay, you said the house is across the street from the Boys and Girls Club, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's abandoned. It's boarded up. There is
what's the phone number you're calling from, sir?
It is a cell phone.
Okay, what's your name? Tell me exactly what happened.
I'm walking my dog in the neighborhood. I actually live not too far from here off of Olive Street. And, Lord Jesus, I see a Caucasian woman face down near a mailbox. She is not moving. It looks like she has on black pants, some white checkers, tennis shoes, white tube socks, and what appears to be like a gray tank top.
Okay. And are you with the patient now?
I'm near her. I have not touched her.
Okay. And how old is she?
I don't know. She might be like a teenager or early 20s. I can't. Her face is obscured by like weeds, and that's what makes me think she's deceased.
Okay. Is she awake?
No, not awake at all.
Is she breathing?
I have not gotten that close to know.
Okay. Atlanta, I'm 924. Can we go ahead and start fire and PD?
For nature unknown?
Yes.
Okay, I'm 7906.
Okay, sir. Okay, hold for 1 second.
She does not appear to be breathing, though. I do not see any chest going up and down, or even the back.
Okay, did you ever hear her talk or cry?
I did not.
Okay, hold for 1 second.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold for 1 second, sir.
Okay.
And can you direct the emergency crew to her?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Oh, my gosh. I see blood around her upper body and arms.
Okay, sir. Reassure her. Okay. Hold for 1 second. Is she breathing, sir?
No. Not that I can tell.
Hold for 1 second.
Lord, this is somebody's baby.
Okay, and please tell me, why does she look dead?
She is face down. Her face, her nostrils and mouth are directly into the ground.
Okay.
I don't believe she'll be able to receive oxygen.
Okay.
There appears to be dried blood around her upper back, near her neck, and the side of her arm.
Okay.
Her arms are like underneath her body. Excuse me?
Do you think she is beyond any help?
I do.
Okay. All right, sir. I'm sending someone to assist you. Please leave everything as you found it. Is there anything else we can do for you?
No.
All right, sir. Help is on the way, okay? Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to be at the corner. I'll stand, and you have my number. You can call me back and give me updates or anything, but I'll wait.
Mariam Abdulrahman had just finished her late-night shift bartending at Reverie Bar when she made her way to her boyfriend, Jerry Antoine's home in southeast Atlanta. As she neared his home, Antoine, who had been looking out for her at his window overlooking the front yard, witnessed the woman who he had described as his real-life best friend being forced into a car by a gun-wielding suspect.
According to authorities, Abdul-Rab's body was found 4 hours later, a mile and a half from where she was last seen. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that she had been shot multiple times. 27-year-old DeMarcus Brinkley was taken into custody by the Georgia State Patrol after a traffic pursuit that led to a crash that ended with Brinkley and another person being hospitalized. He was charged with kidnapping, murder, false imprisonment, aggravated assault of a deadly weapon, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon on suspicion of kidnapping and murdering Maryam Abdul-Rab. Brinkley was booked into the Fulton County Jail and held without bond. Authorities have not commented on whether or not Brinkley and his victim knew each other prior to the murder. Brinkley was convicted of child molestation in 2013 and was sentenced to 7 years in custody and 8 years on probation. During this sentencing, Brinkley had told the judge that he was on 3 medications, and his defense attorney informed the court that Brinkley had 2 mental health conditions. The judge recommended Brinkley serve his time in custody in a mental health facility. Neither court nor prison records show if Brinkley served his time in such a facility. After serving his time in custody, Brinkley was released on probation in November of 2020. A GoFundMe page was set up to assist Abdul-Rab's family with her funeral. The page describes her as a bright light with a message reading, "She was kind, gentle, and good. She had a love for animals and art. She was never boastful or unkind. She never had a bad word to say about anyone. She was an angelic soul who was a wonderful daughter, sister, and friend. We miss her dearly." Rapper Germ has paid tribute to his dearly departed girlfriend through various posts on social media, sharing his heartbreak with the world, stating how his best friend was ripped away from him. The rapper's many fans and followers responded with sadness and shared their own posts, one of which going as far as painting a mural of her where others laid flowers.
Six-year-old Faye Sweatlick was playing outside her family's home in Case on Monday, February 10th, 2020, when she disappeared. Her mother, Selena Collins, saw her last at 3:45 p.m. Collins called her boyfriend, Carter Arcand, about a half an hour later to say she couldn't find Faye. She then asked neighbors and friends to help her search for her daughter, but when the little girl was still missing just before 5 p.m., she made this call to 911.
Lexington County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
16 Londonderry Square. I need to report a missing child.
All right, repeat that address for verification.
16 Londonderry Square, Casey, South Carolina.
All right, and tell me exactly what's happening.
We can't find my daughter. She was playing outside, and I wanted to find her.
Okay, how old is she?
She is 6. She's going to be 7 in June.
All right. I'm going to stay on the line with you, but I'm going to get KCPD on the line too, but I'm going to stay on the line, so don't hang up, okay?
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. All right, ma'am. You're on the phone with Casey. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what your son's name is?
My daughter's name is Faye Sweatlick. Faye.
Hold on. All right. What was the first name again?
Faye.
Faye, Faye?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what's her last name?
Sweatlick.
Spell that for me.
Sweetlik.
Okay, and what was she wearing?
She was wearing polka dotted rain boots, a flowered skirt, and
solid skirt or a flowered skirt?
Flowered. Was a pink rose skirt.
Okay.
And
a
black
kind of shirt.
A black T-shirt that has a neon design on it.
And how long has she been gone?
Last I saw her was probably about an hour ago.
How tall is she?
She is 3'10".
3 foot? How much does she weigh?
65 pounds.
All right, stay on the phone with me. Do not hang up. What's your name?
My name is Selena Collins.
You last saw her in the front yard. You didn't see which way she went or anything like that?
No, she was just right in front of my front porch.
Okay. Does she have a husband?
No.
All right. Have you possibly, have you walked around and tried to locate her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stay in your yard, okay? Because we have a unit out that has a dog, just in case we need to try to track her, okay?
Okay.
So we don't need you walking. If you can just kind of stay close to the last place she was. Hold on just a second.
I checked all the houses in my neighborhood and anybody that's actually answered they're not looking for her too.
Did she have a dog or anything with her?
No.
Okay, my officer will be there in just a few minutes.
Minutes later, the first responding officers arrived to help with the search. Half an hour later, the search area was expanded, with canine units, firefighters, and a helicopter joining the operation. At 6 p.m., the Case Department of Public Safety Director, Brian Snellgrove, requested the FBI's help in the search. At this point, neighbor interviews began. During a visit to the 6-year-old father's house, Chad Swetlick was told about his daughter's disappearance while the FBI searched his home. No evidence was found, and Swetlick's phone records proved he was at his North Carolina residence at the time of Faye's disappearance. Nearly 3 hours after Collins last saw her child, their home was established as a crime scene. Officials worked through the property, taking photos and looking for evidence. Both Collins and Arcand were interviewed separately from each other. Eventually, by midnight, the mother and boyfriend were taken to a hotel. No evidence was found against Collins, Arcand, and Faye's grandmother on their phones. There was still no sign of the child by Tuesday, 11 February. The pair were interviewed again because there was not enough for investigators to exclude them from the case. Collins said she could lead them to her child using her mother's intuition, a statement officers found odd in the interview. Throughout the day, police continued to canvass the area, comb through surveillance, and interview drivers going in and out. Still, no evidence was found. Another day went by with no clues as to where Faye was or who had taken her. On Wednesday morning, 2 FBI agents and the 6-year-old's mother went to the 6 Mile Creek area, again turning up nothing. Then, investigators found blood on a pillowcase and more in the couple's car. It seemed as if they had made a break in the case until both were tested. The blood in the house came from an open sore on Arcand's face. The blood in the cars also matched Collins and Arcand's. Just hours later, at 11:15 a.m., investigators interviewed a man at number 602 Piccadilly Square who said he lived with his roommate, Cody Taylor. The roommate was at work when Faye went missing. Both men were employees of Wingstop, but Taylor was not at the business when the 6-year-old disappeared. A full laundry bag belonging to Taylor was found and taken for DNA testing, but not inspected further. When authorities arrived at the residence later that day, another consensual search was done. Taylor said he was sleeping at the time Faye went missing. Sadly, on Thursday, February 13, one of the polka dot rain boots the girl was wearing, along with a ladle with fresh dirt on it, was found in the Churchill Heights neighborhood. Director Snellgrove found a child's body partially buried by freshly dug soil and the second polka dot rain boot in nearby woods. The coroner, Margaret Fisher, identified the body as 6-year-old Faye Swetlick. Records show that the child died around 8 p.m. the same day that she went missing. The Case Department of Public Safety and Law Enforcement held this emotional press conference.
It is with extremely heavy hearts that we are announcing that we have found the body that the coroner has identified as Faye Maureen Swetlick. We are now treating this case as a homicide. As this community has been working hard to find Faye and bring her home safely, we wanted you to know as soon as possible.
At almost the exact same time, Taylor's roommate arrived home to find the man surrounded by a pool of blood. A knife was found near his body. During the search at Taylor's house, investigators found the same brand of knives in the kitchen. Additionally, they found a Walmart receipt for gardening supplies. Video footage from the store shows the purchase happening. Near her home, A memorial site continued to grow, with community members who didn't know the child feeling the effects of the tragic loss.
Everybody needs to look out for each other's children. There's too many getting gone, at such a young age. And even though I didn't know this girl, I have 3 grandkids of my own. And it just touches home, Get to know your neighbors. Get to walk around. That's it. God bless that angel. And I'm praying for their parents.
I have a 6-year-old grandson, and I can't imagine, could never imagine how her family must be feeling. I can't imagine what I would do if this were my grandson. So yeah, I think we all need to pay our respects.
A further autopsy on the 6-year-old revealed that she was strangled with a trash bag. 8 days after she was declared missing, her autopsy results were read out in a press conference.
Faye Swetlick's death did not occur at the location where her body was discovered. And her body had not been at that location. Her body had been at that location for only a short time. We have concluded that Faye's death was a homicide and took place within only a few hours after she was abducted. The cause of Faye's death has been ruled asphyxiation. Unless there's new evidence pertinent to the investigation of my office, we will not release any additional information regarding Faye Marie Swetlick.
Cody Taylor's death was ruled a suicide by a wound to the neck. Following this, law enforcement released the evidence that led them to suspecting him. The day Faye's body was found, a Lyft driver told investigators he had picked Taylor up from Walmart. The driver said that the man was acting nervous when he brought up the investigation and said he had never met Faye. On the same day, Taylor's roommate was taken in for questioning. He told officers that when he started to spend less time at the house the 2 men shared, Taylor's mental state seemed to decline, including suicidal ideations. While Faye was missing, Taylor used an odor eliminator in the house, but this was normal behavior since they often smoked weed together. In hindsight, the roommate said there was a strange smell, but he presumed it was a low-quality spray rather than an attempt to conceal the scent of the little girl's body. There was no evidence on Taylor's computer that linked him to Faye. Still, he had previously identified himself as an incel, a person who regards themselves as being involuntarily celibate and typically expresses extreme resentment and hostility towards those who are sexually active. Taylor's roommate also described him as too scared to talk to girls. A video from Walmart showed him buying the items used to cover up the child's body, including soil. The partially empty bag was found at his residence post his suicide. 2 other videos were uncovered during the investigation. One of Taylor dumping material from a large bag onto the burial site. The second was a video of him walking to where Faye's body was partially buried. DNA from the ladle and the laundry bag matched the 6-year-old's, and the suspect's DNA was found under her fingernails. With Cody Taylor's suicide, Faye's parents are left with more questions than answers. Since Taylor is deceased, the state of South Carolina is unable to pursue criminal charges against him. Investigators were unable to tell if he had any accomplices. 1 year on, Selena Collins and Chad Swetlick spoke about the little girl in an interview with News 19 WLTX.
She was the epitome of that childlike energy that everybody just wishes that they had. From the moment that she woke up in the morning to the moment that she laid her head down at night, it was go, 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 go. She very rarely even ever stopped to eat. Like, sometimes it was her running around with chicken nuggets in her hand, just laughing maniacally.
She's a very social butterfly. She will talk to almost anyone.
If, we ran into anybody anywhere, if she liked something that she saw, she would compliment it. She'd like, that's a good color on you, I like your hair. But she was always willing to be anybody's friend. And she wanted to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
No matter who you were, what you looked like, or what you did, she wanted to be your friend.
Faye's murder affected the whole community, including the authorities involved in the search, especially the Director of Case Department of Public Safety, Byron Snellgrove.
For me, After 65 hours of searching, the memory of finding the small body of Faye Marie Swetlick in a shallow grave on the morning of February 13th, 2020 will never, ever leave me. In the days, months, and now nearly a year after, I see how this loss impacted our officers and our staff. This makes it almost impossible to imagine the worry and in the end, the horror that her family experienced during this time. Even as a father and a grandfather, I cannot fathom what the pain of their loss actually feels like.
The 6-year-old is remembered as God's little angel. Her family says she is not hurting. She was running around in heaven, playing, laughing, and having a great time. A buddy bench was painted and dedicated to the memory of a child whose death shook the community. As for law enforcement, a portrait of Faye is hung up in the office, and greater collaboration between them and the community has come out of the tragic event. If you're a true 911 fan and haven't subscribed yet, hit that red button and turn on notifications so you don't miss new uploads. A Domino's pizza delivery man was dropping off food at a home in Waldo, Wisconsin, where he discovered a woman in distress. He contacted 911 and told them that when he was on the delivery, he saw her signaling for help while mouthing the words, "Help me," and call the police.
Sheboygan 911, what is the address of the emergency? Okay, can you repeat that for verification, please? What's the phone number that you're calling from? Verified, okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm a delivery driver for Domino's. I work for Plymouth, or the restaurant is in Plymouth. And I had a delivery, and it was some middle-aged couple, and it looked like the woman clearly had a black eye, and she pointed to it, and I swear she mouthed, "Help me." And then as I was leaving, I swear she also said, "Call the police," like she mouthed it.
Okay. Do you know the name of the people that live there by any chance?
The thing I have on the delivery tags is I'm not really sure how to pronounce the last name.
Okay. All right. How long ago did you leave there?
It's been like 4 minutes. I'm on my way back to the store. So.
Okay. So did you see any other person in there besides the female?
It was her, and I'm assuming her husband or whatever. He's the one that paid for it and whatever. She was standing behind him, and that's when I saw her mouth those things to me.
Okay.
That's all I saw. I don't know if there's anybody there or not.
Okay. And then what's your name?
Joey.
And your last name?
Grundle. Grundl.
All right. All right, we've got some deputies on the way, Joey, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Just a normal day delivering pizza for 24-year-old Joey Grundle led to the prevention of a kidnapping taking place in the home of Dean Hoffman's former girlfriend, whose name is under protection. It was just about lunchtime on September 27, 2018, when Dean Hoffman entered his ex-girlfriend's home uninvited and assaulted her when she told him to leave and tried to call the police. The intruder then reportedly tore the woman's shirt, punched her, and dragged her upstairs, forcing her into a bathroom with him, where they remained for at least 30 minutes. He tied her up and shoved a towel in her mouth to prevent her from screaming for help. He was keeping her prisoner in her own home and even contacted her children with her phone, texting them that she was sick and asking them not to visit for a few days. It was lucky for the woman that Hoffman decided to order some pizza. When Joey Grundle arrived at the doorstep of the Waldo home expecting to make a transaction of pizza for cash, the last thing he was expecting was to become seen as a hero, a title which he humbly denies. Hoffman opened the door to collect his order when Grundle noticed the woman, distressed and silently begging for help. He had his wits about him enough to realize that something was wrong, and after Hoffman closed the door, Grundle called 911 to report what he had seen. Police arrived not long after and arrested the Grafton intruder. He was charged with holding the woman captive in 7 counts of domestic abuse. He also admitted to having a gun in his car, and he was charged with plotting her murder as well. Even though Grundle does not see himself as a hero, pop star Taylor Swift sure noticed him in the crowd at one of her shows not long after the ordeal. She recognized him from his presence on social media after the story went public. Swifties noticed his official Taylor Swift merch, a hoodie when he was interviewed on TV,
And thanks to tweets from fans everywhere, the pop star invited him backstage, where the 24-year-old superfan and hero got to meet his idol. In February 2020, Alicia Miller called 911 to report that she was drugged with a tainted cupcake by a woman named Juliet Parker. Parker posed as a baby photographer in an attempt to steal Miller's baby.
Medical aid with the address of the emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the problem today?
My girlfriend, she's sick. Not sure if it's an allergic reaction or if there was possibly something in the food that somebody gave her. But like she's been puking.
I'm super spacey. Like it's hard to talk, and like my hands and my feet and my arms are super numb.
Are you having difficulty swallowing?
I feel like my breathing is jacked up too.
Okay. Do you feel like your throat is swelling?
I don't know. Like my face is numb, like up to my cheekbones, and I've puked like 5 times now, and I don't know if it's an allergic reaction or if they drugged me with something. 'Cause I was fine, and then I ate a cupcake. I ate one, I was fine. I ate another one, and then my face started instantly going numb.
Okay.
And then they kept asking if I was getting tired or not.
Where was this at?
Something's at my house. Like something's wrong with me.
You think someone might have drugged you?
Yeah, I don't know if
When did
they
this
drugged
happen?
me or at like 7 when I ate the cupcakes.
Who are the people that might have drugged you? Where are they?
They're gone now. They were my kids' photographer.
Okay. They gave you the cupcake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, something's wrong with me. Like,
Okay.
I don't feel good.
Yeah,
I'm
we're going to
super
get
spacey.
somebody out there, okay? When did you have the
He gave
cupcake?
me so it was about that same time frame. So she gave me a glass, and it ended up being wine, and I had a sip of that when I found out it was wine. And then she gave me the cupcakes. I ate one. It tasted fine, and then the second one, I instantly started feeling.
Okay.
Like,
Then you
super
started getting the
tingly and whatnot.
reaction. Have you ever reacted
Yeah.
to food like this before?
No.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
Elisha, ELYSIA.
Elisha, did you also want the police to respond to report this?
Not at the moment. I just need to figure out what's wrong with me.
Okay.
Because after they left, like I couldn't find my house keys or my car keys.
Okay.
So they were missing.
Are you sure you don't want
And
the
then
police to also contact you?
I guess they can. Yeah, that's
PD,
fine.
are you
I
still on
don't-
the
I
line? Now, let me get you transferred back over to the police, okay, Alicia? Only because of the suspicious nature, okay? So just a second
Okay,
here.
thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Alicia, go ahead and talk to my partner, okay?
Okay.
Hey there, Alicia. This is
Hi.
the police dispatch. Okay, it sounds like they got better plates founded for you. The person that you think drugged you, are they still there with you?
No.
No, they're not. Okay. Okay, and who do you think it is that drugged you?
They were my photographer for my kids.
Okay, and how long ago were they with you?
They were here about 7, and then they stayed for like a couple hours, and then they left. And when they left, I couldn't find my car keys or my house keys, and then she ended up saying that she had them with her for some reason. She said she took them by accident and didn't know she had them, and then she had someone put them back on my front door, but wouldn't tell me who the person was, just a friend of hers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I was fine, and at 4 when I got home, I was in.
Did the person ever actually return your keys?
Yeah, they brought my keys back. She had a friend bring them back.
So you do have your keys,
But
though.
I have my keys now, and I was fine until I ate a cupcake. And then after I ate the cupcake, I made a comment about my tongue and my face started tingling. And then it's gotten worse after that. And then they kept asking me if I was tired and how I was feeling.
Okay.
And then
There was drugs in the cupcake.
I think there was, or it was like an allergic reaction, something, but it's not adding up.
Okay.
Like there's something wrong.
Okay, gotcha. What is your first and last name?
Elisha, Elysia.
Okay. Let me get a phone number for you, Alicia.
You said it. Hold on.
Still there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your photographer's name?
What's her name? Oh. Juliet Parker.
Juliet Parker, okay. Is she white, black, Asian, Hispanic?
She's white.
How old is she?
40-ish.
40s, okay. What's your date of birth? Okay. I'll go and let you go, okay? I know you're having a hard time giving me info. If anything changes, just give us a call right back and let us know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem, bye-bye.
Alicia Miller was expecting to meet up with a photographer to have some memories snapped of her newborn child. Photos that she could look back on as her baby grew up. What she was not expecting was to be drugged with laced cupcakes and her newborn daughter almost stolen from her. Juliet Parker, who had run for mayor at Colorado Springs the previous year, had posted advertisements posing as a baby photographer on a Facebook group for moms. She offered a free photo shoot to babies less than 14 days old, or to mothers at least 37 weeks pregnant, and Miller responded, requesting the service offered. According to police reports, the two had met 3 times at Miller's home. The first 2 meetings were incident-free, and Parker seemed to be who she said she was, but that was far from the truth. At the 3rd meeting, Miller was allegedly pressured into eating laced cupcakes by Parker's teenage daughter. Miller began to feel giddy and unwell. She felt her arms and feet becoming painfully numb, and she knew that something just wasn't right. She hastily asked the 2 women to leave and was able to contact 911 and report the incident before the drugs took over completely. Before Parker and her daughter left, Miller allegedly saw them stealing house keys and wiping their fingerprints off surfaces in the home. During police investigations, it was confirmed that the cupcakes were laced with the drug GHB, also known as the date rape drug. Police also discovered other possible victims who had reported their interactions when meeting Parker, who had been operating under pseudonyms like Juliet Gaines and Juliette Noel. Further evidence of the attempted kidnapping was brought to light when authorities discovered a text message sent from Parker's daughter suggesting the abduction of an infant to her mother's ex-boyfriend, as well as another one of Parker's exes from Colorado Springs. They came forward to report that he had received a call from Parker telling him that she had just given birth on February 5, 2020, the day of the attempted kidnapping. Parker and her juvenile daughter were arrested on February 14, 2020, and Parker faced charges of second-degree kidnapping and second-degree assault. Her bail was set at $150,000, which the alleged kidnapper posted for a second time, and walked free after pleading not guilty in court, despite police previously taking her back into custody after she posted bail for the first time due to her being a flight risk. According to her LinkedIn page, the former mayoral candidate has had very little social media presence since the chain of events, but is reportedly still the CEO of an NGO to feed the homeless. As of now, Parker is awaiting trial for the judge's decision, and her daughter still awaits her trial in juvenile court. In July last year, Amy Legans called 911, saying that her housemate had attacked her. Legans, known by her friends as Ruby, was looking for a fresh start, so she moved from Chicago to Arizona in summer. There are mixed reports about whether the two were romantically involved or not, but in the call, Legans says her fiancé and another woman were also in the house.
Hello, I need help. Okay, what address? 649. What's the full address? East. 649 East. Chandler, do you need the police, the paramedics, there?
Yes, I need the police right now.
What's going on?
I was just attacked.
By who?
A roommate.
Okay. Do you need paramedics?
No.
Okay.
But he attacked me and threatened me and pushed me.
Okay, is he still there?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any weapons involved?
No.
Okay, let me just confirm you at the 649 East, correct?
Yes.
Anyone under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
I think he is.
Okay, anyone else?
No.
Okay. Any narcotic usage?
I don't know.
Okay. What's
Not me. I don't know.
Okay, what's your roommate's last name?
Ruby Legans.
What's last name?
Legans, Leagans.
And first name is Ruby?
Yes. What? He pushed me. He attacked me. He pushed me.
Is it Rudy? Okay. What's his date of birth?
9?
No, what is your roommate's date of birth, Rudy?
I don't know.
Okay. What race is he?
White. Caucasian.
And how old is he?
I don't know.
Take a guess. 20, in his 60s? Okay. Thin, medium, or heavy build?
Heavy.
Okay. What color clothing does he have on tonight?
He's wearing no shirt and boxer shorts.
Okay. Anyone else in the home?
His dog chewed up my shoes, and I said, the dog came out, and I said, keep your dog to your room, and he pushed me all the way down the hall, and he pushed me and said, don't ever come into my room again.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the home, or just you and your roommate?
No, my fiance.
Okay. Just you three?
No, there's another woman, but I don't know if she heard anything.
Okay. Is your roommate aware that you were calling the police?
Yep, and he said, you got nothing to say.
Okay. Does he have access to a vehicle if he decided to leave before we get there? We're driving there right now, okay?
Thank you.
Does he drive a vehicle or have an access to a car?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's a shyster and I don't know.
Where's he at?
In his room.
Okay. And where are you?
In the living room.
Okay. What's your first name?
Ruby.
What's your roommate's first name?
Tim.
What's your last name, Ruby?
Legans, Leagans.
So you have the same last name as your roommate?
No, that was my name. I'm sorry, I'm a little shaken up.
What's your roommate's
last name?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, because we're responding out, I just have to ask, does anyone there have a fever, trouble breathing, cough, anything like that?
No, just me.
Okay, any known exposure to COVID in the last 14 days, or anyone there been tested?
No, nothing. No,
okay.
We're all fine.
Okay, and this isn't a long-term care facility of any kind, right? Just a residence?
Yes.
Okay, are you able to step outside to meet with our officers?
Yes.
Okay, let me know when you're out there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
When authorities arrived at the house, they determined that there was no evidence of a crime due to lack of injuries and 2 different accounts of what happened. Court records say that Chandler police were unaware that Sullivan was already on probation for another domestic violence incident at the time. Then on the 27th of October, just 3 months after the incident, Legans was reported missing. Her family opened a case after not hearing from her for 6 days. About 2 weeks later, on November 17th, a woman's remains were discovered in Phoenix's Salt River. Dental records confirmed that it was Amy Ruby Legans. According to court documents, Sullivan admitted to killing Legans, providing a gruesome description of disposing of her body. The accused told investigators that he had snapped after an argument, leaving her dead body in his apartment for 2 days. After that, he buried the body but exhumed it out of fear of getting caught. Sullivans proceeded to dismember it and scatter it in trash cans around the city and the river. When investigators obtained a search warrant for his home, they found a woman's bracelet, clothes, and hair burned and buried in mulch in the backyard. They also found a duffel bag, a bottle of bleach, a scrub brush, bed sheets, gloves, and pillowcases in Sullivan's vehicle. He was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Since the murder came to light, 2 women with charges against Sullivan have spoken up about their ordeals. In 2009, he was charged with assaulting Kimberly Houston and served time in federal and state prison for violently attacking Susan Davidson in 2014. Legans' family believes that authorities should have seen the prior victims as a warning sign. Social media users believe Chandler police failed Legans. Officers would have prevented her death. This is an ongoing investigation. Sullivan will appear in court later this year. Kidnapper Robert Perez Rodriguez abducted 4-year-old Frances Ramirez while she was playing outside on February 24, 2008. Thanks to the swift action of neighbors and the girl's father, the little girl was rescued
and the man was arrested.
911. CH2 with
Yes.
the Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I need to report a kidnapping.
A kidnapping? What happened?
A guy in a red car just pulled up and picked up my neighbor's daughter and hauled ass off.
Does anybody know who he is?
Do you know who he is? No? No, we don't know who he is.
What address are you at?
My house is...
Okay.
It's not my house.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Is this guy white, black, or Hispanic?
Is he Hispanic? Hispanic.
What was he wearing? What color shirt?
Was that him?
What color shirt is he wearing? I need this information.
I don't know. Yeah.
Ask her. What kind of vehicle was
found
it?
him. It's right here. Hold on, ma'am.
The vehicle's there?
Yeah, we just found him at the park. We're getting the girl right now.
What park?
What park is this, sir? It's,
Monitor Park? Are you at Monitor Park?
Is this Monitor Park? Yeah.
Okay, what kind of vehicle?
It's a Toyota, little red sunroof.
What's the
Toyota.
plate? What's the license plate?
The license plate, hold on, ma'am. 5XDB645.
Okay, give me the letters again.
Okay. 5XDB45.
5X like X-ray, B like boy, Z like zebra, 645?
Yeah, he's chasing him right now.
They're chasing him in the park?
Yeah, I heard the little dad's girl chasing him. I got the little girl.
Do they have the little girl back?
Yes, I have the little girl right here. I'm sorry, it's Stern Park.
Stern Park?
Stern Park.
On Monitor?
Yeah.
Okay. What is he wearing?
I really honestly...
Are they chasing him through the park?
No, he took off down, right towards... He pulled out of the park and took off right towards the stop sign.
Okay, in his vehicle?
Yeah, in his vehicle.
Okay, which way did the vehicle fled? Go.
Right, like if you're pulling out of the park, you turn right.
So he went southbound on Monitor?
Yeah.
And the dad is chasing him?
Yeah, the dad...
What kind of car is he in?
He's in a white Blazer.
In a white Blazer?
Yeah.
And you guys are at the park, right?
Yeah, I was a neighbor and I seen him pull off, so I got the car.
So we need to make contact with you at the park, though, right?
Yeah.
And nobody knows him, right?
No, knows him.
Okay, what is your name? What is your phone number?
My phone number? I'm on his cell phone. I'm not sure.
Okay, I can get it. We're on our way, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
911. 911, hello?
Yes,
Hello?
I need somebody here right away.
Tell me where you are. And are you asking for an ambulance or the police department?
I'm at the address.
No. Are you asking for an ambulance or the police department?
Oh, the police department. I just seen a man kidnap a little girl.
Okay, do you know who this man is or who the girl
No,
is?
I know who the little girl is. She lives right down the street.
Okay, do you know, is he related to her, like a father?
I have no idea. It was just a man sitting in the car across the street, and my daughter was telling me he was there, and we came back outside to get in my car, and I noticed the little girl's bike was parked behind my car. How old is she? She's about 5, 6.
Okay, looks like somebody else is calling too. Hold on, let me see something real quick. What kind of car was it?
It was maroon, maybe Honda or something, the old one. And I think the license plate I was trying. What did I say? BX or 5BX?
5B as in David or B as in boy?
5B as in boy. And X. Yes.
In which direction?
He left my street and he went down Jonah.
Which way on Jonah?
Let me think. North on Jonah. And I ran to tell her dad, and he got in the car and he left right now, and that's why I'm calling you guys.
And her bike is still there?
Yes, and I definitely seen her in the car because he was pushing her down so she would shut up. And that's when I said, hey, stop it. And then he just started his car and went backwards. So I was trying to put the lights...
Push her into what kind? Into the trunk or the inside
or what?
No,
in the car, in the inside of the car.
Okay.
And I could hear her screaming.
Okay, give me a description of him.
Oh, my God. He was a Mexican.
How old do you think he was and what was he wearing?
With a mustache. And he was like, how old? About in his 20s.
Okay. What was he wearing?
I don't know. He was in the car. What was he wearing, baby?
It's okay. We got everybody on the way already, okay?
Like a black shirt, maybe? I think like a tank top, maybe, or something.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Where does the girl live?
She lived 1, 2, 3, 4 houses down from me.
On.
Oh.
And her bike is still out there?
Yes, I haven't touched it. It's still sitting right there.
And what's your address again? Okay. And what's your name? Okay, so then I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, okay, just to help us out.
Yes, correct.
And you have seen him sitting out there for how long?
Yes. I dropped my husband off, and I came home, and I seen him sitting there. I don't know what time it is right now.
How long?
About 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
And then my daughter was...
Is the little girl Hispanic, by the way?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so you're not sure at this point whether he's related or not, though, yet? But she definitely didn't want to go with him.
Seem like it.
Okay, and what was she wearing?
What was she wearing, baby? Think about it.
She had like black haircut.
She has black short hair.
Uh-huh.
Like a Dora haircut, like that.
Like a bowl cut?
Yes.
Short bob kind of thing?
Yeah, like a bob. Uh-huh.
Okay. And what color shirt or?
What color shirt or pants or anything she had on? Think about it. I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, so you don't know what clothes she was wearing?
Hurry.
Okay.
My daughter's going to ask somebody who maybe might know.
Okay. And you?
I've never seen nothing like that happen before.
Oh, I know. It's okay. We got people on the way. Hopefully it's. We can only hope it's somebody that she knows that he's just being an idiot because maybe a child cut these things or something.
No, because the father and the mother, I know them both.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen them both, but it's not neither one of them.
Okay. We got people on the way. We'll contact you shortly. If you remember anything else before we get there, call us back, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
A man kidnapped a little girl playing outside in South Bakersfield in broad daylight. According to the authorities, Rodriguez called out to the older girl that Ramirez had been playing with, and she ran inside to tell her mother. When her mother came outside, the little girl had been snatched up and was inside the man's car, a maroon Toyota Camry, as he was leaving. The girl's father, who was informed about the abduction, launched his own search for his missing daughter. He found the car at Stearn Park and managed to get his daughter out of the vehicle and reportedly noticed that Rodriguez's pants were unzipped before the kidnapper sped away. The girl's father, Pedro, did not choose to let it end there. Instead, he left his child with a neighbor and pursued him. A few minutes later, another neighbor searching for the vehicle contacted authorities to inform them that they had seen it on Myria Drive near Hayes Lane. Then it was seen once more, this time unoccupied, at a dead end on Bernice Drive. Witnesses told police that a man had fled into the neighborhood, so police set up a perimeter around the area. The afternoon police received another call detailing a man hiding under a pickup truck on Hughes Lane. A K-9 unit was able to drag the man out from under the truck, and he was arrested and held on a $1 million bond. The 41-year-old faced felony charges of kidnapping a child under 14 years old, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon other than a gun, and kidnapping to commit robbery or rape. Rodriguez was found incompetent to stand trial and was committed to a state mental hospital until he was found competent. In January of 2008, a 911 dispatch center in Detroit, Michigan received a terrifying call from a cell phone somewhere in the city. In an unconventional case of pocket dialing, the dispatcher began to hear something unnerving coming from the other end of the line. The police started using high technology to triangulate the vehicle's location from the cell phone tower.
What's your emergency?
You gonna kill us? Let us go.
Hello? Hello?
Are you gonna kill us? Well, put us in the trunk.
No, not for you.
What about afterwards?
There is no afterwards. Yeah, something about he's going to go to prison forever, something about them having sex, something about a murder weapon.
You think about any violence.
Where are you? He's doing something to her right now. I don't know. Ma'am, give me an address. Where are you at?
Emergency 911, where's the problem?
East Point 911. Hello? Well, I have that 911 call again. Longitude and latitude's changed now. I can hear her crying in the background.
We're checking anything suspicious around these houses, anything in the street.
I'm not trying to sneak out.
She just said I'm not trying to sneak out. And she's crying.
I know I did it. Don't punch me, please.
Don't punch me, please.
I know I did it.
I know I did it. I'm so talking. I just lost a call. Last thing she said was, please don't punch me. I know I did it. I've got new coordinates. He's hurting her right now. They got to be stationary right now because I'm listening to him rape her. Talking about turning on the hazard light. Pulling up on one flashing on Edward. That's right.
Unlock the door. In my car. Please, Papa. Stay in the car.
All right, I think we've got this situation under control.
A desperate call for help came in, but the victim couldn't tell the emergency dispatch what was happening. When the dispatcher answered the line, there was no one there. Luckily, he could hear that the caller was in trouble at the other end. One of the kidnapped women managed to secretly dial for help without catching the suspect's attention. She kept her cell phone hidden in a pocket to hide that she had attempted to contact emergency services. The victim dropped subtle clues to the dispatcher about what was happening by having a conversation with the suspect. In a race to help the women, the dispatcher who received the call was able to make a note of the longitude and latitude that the call was being received from before passing the information along to their lieutenant. The woman lost her cell phone signal but tried calling for help again. Their 911 call was sent to Detroit Police Dispatch. The dispatcher was able to trace the call, and it showed it was coming from Pinewood Street near Hoyt in the city of Detroit. He worked frantically to relay as many details as was possible to nearby units, listening intently for anything that could end up saving the abducted women. Detroit and East Point dispatchers navigated their crews around the streets. All the officers in the field had vicinity and a description of the suspect's car. Minutes later, the final and most disturbing 911 call came in. Not only did these quick-thinking women secretly dial for emergency services, but one of them also managed to switch on the car's hazard lights. Police officers arrived at the scene and took the suspected attacker, a man by the name of Derek Smith, immediately into custody. There was a brief scuffle as the kidnapper was put into cuffs. According to police records, Smith had apparently only just gotten out of prison just a few months before, after serving a prison sentence for sexual assault. The kidnapped and attacked women are sisters who met the suspect at a nightclub. The attacker has remained in prison and could be released anywhere from 2036 to 2085. In late August 2015, a 12-year-old girl from Auburn, Massachusetts, made a speedy decision to grab her cell phone and dive into the closet as a man tried to break into her home. She dialed 911 for help while recording videos on her cell phone.
911, this line's being recorded. Where's your emergency?
There's a guy trying to break in, and I don't know what to do. There's just a random guy, and he kept knocking at my neighbor's one line. And he's kept tugging at the back door, and he's trying to get in. Yeah, and he has no car, and he's trying to break in. And I'm home alone, and I don't know what to do.
And how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
And do you have a description on the person?
He's wearing a red Auburn t-shirt, and he's wearing a hat, and he has a rag in his back pocket.
A red Auburn t-shirt?
Yes, it says Auburn on it or something. He's silly.
Is he at the front door or the back door?
He's going everywhere.
He's what?
He's trying to get in everywhere.
Hold on a minute, please. Where are you right now?
I'm in the closet.
Can you hear anybody or?
No, I snapped some pictures of him, and he's trying to break in.
Did he?
No, he knocked on the door first, then he went to the neighbor's house, and then he kept trying to knock on the back door and tug at it, and then he's banging on the garage. I don't know what to do.
Can you hear anybody in the house? Are you upstairs or downstairs?
I'm upstairs in the closet. I'm in a little girl's closet, and I'm trying to hide, and I don't know what to do.
All right, and where are your parents?
My mom was coming home. My mom's coming home from work, and she's almost here. I don't know what to do.
Okay, just stay on the phone with me. The crews are getting there. I'll tell you when to go out. So you already called your mother?
No, I don't know what to do first. Should I call her?
No, you can stay on the phone with me.
The girl was home alone when the man kept knocking at her neighbor's door and hers, pulling at the back doors trying to get in. Before she hid in the closet, she took these videos and this photo. While she gave the dispatcher clear information, the 911 dispatcher rapidly organized a response. It only took 2 minutes from the call for the police to arrive. As a result of the 12-year-old's excellent description, the suspect was apprehended only a short distance away. He was identified as 53-year-old Clinton Joyce. He first claimed that he was in the area looking for a glass of water, telling police it doesn't look good. The Worcester man had committed or tried to commit a few housebreaks in late August 2015. Investigators tied Joyce to 2 other housebreaks in Grafton. He had stolen jewelry from a woman's home, but the homeowner spotted him as he left. She notified authorities when she saw the intruder's photo on the Auburn Police Department's Facebook page after the incident. Joyce pleaded guilty to attempting to commit a crime, possession of burglarious tools, breaking and entering, larceny, and receiving stolen property charges. He was sentenced to serve 6 to 8 years in prison on the breaking and entering and possession of burglarious tools charges. Additionally, he was sentenced to serve 4 to 5 years on the remaining charges, but the 2 sentences will run concurrently. In August 2016, an 8-year-old boy called 911 after a woman attempted to kidnap his 2-year-old brother in Glendale. While the boy's mother initially called the police, the dispatcher asked the woman to pass the phone on to her older son. The boy was up to the task and described in great detail what happened at the scene to the 911 dispatcher. The Glendale Police Department released the recording of the child's call.
Kidnappings Communications, Lewis.
Hello, hi. I need the police, please.
Okay, what happened?
Somebody wants to steal my son.
Somebody what?
Someone steal my son.
What did they steal?
From the school. From the John Marshall School.
Okay, who else is with you?
My son and my second side, other side. I have 2 kids.
Okay, can I talk to your other son?
Other son.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, what happened?
It didn't happen to me. It happened to my little brother.
Okay, what happened?
When we were walking, one little homeless just said, "You have a..."
Not homeless, no.
They were inside.
No,
It was a guy and he had long hair.
Uh-huh.
He said, "You have a beautiful kid." And then she was walking, sneaking past us. She was trying to get the baby out of her hands.
Okay, hold on. Someone tried to steal your brother?
My mom said, "Excuse me?"
Someone tried to take your little brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who else is with you? Who else can I talk to there?
He holds him, and then she hit my mom.
Okay.
And then I said, "Let my brother go," very strongly, and I pushed my little brother so strong that I hit her on her finger, and her finger let go, and then she ran, and she put her speed 100%.
Okay, did she? Where's your little brother right now?
Yeah. Over here, he's with me.
Okay. What did this person have a car?
Yes.
What kind of car?
What?
What kind of car did this person drive?
He drives a gray car.
It's a silver car, right?
Yeah, small gray car.
Okay, your brother's with you right now, right? How old are you?
He's 3.
He's 3 and I'm 8.5.
You're 8 years old?
8.5.
Okay. Was it a man?
It was a man. It looked like a lady. We weren't sure. Her voice, his voice looked like a girl, but he looked like a man.
Okay, I want to know this right now. Can you tell me, does this person have dark skin or light skin?
Light skin.
Okay, do they look like they're Hispanic? Do you know what that means?
No.
He's talking English.
Okay. Do you know on that silver car, hon? Can you tell me, was the car, how many doors did the car have on it?
We didn't see which car it was, but we know the color and how speed it was.
Okay. And you did a great job trying to push him away. I'm really glad you did that.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. So, are you send one in John Marshall? And send one at John Marshall so they can look after a guard.
Yeah, we're gonna look. We're gonna keep a lookout. Was anybody else with you, or were you by yourself?
Me and my mom and my little brother, we were guarding my little brother so she couldn't get it out.
Can you remember what this lady was wearing, or man? Do you remember? Yeah, really bad, and he's like 6. Do you know what the lady was wearing?
A gray shirt and gray jeans.
Okay, was it do you know if it looked like a jacket or was it a shirt?
It was a sweater.
What's that?
It was a sweater.
Okay. So they're wearing gray sweater. Do you know what color pants? Okay.
The unidentified boy was with his brother at John Marshall Elementary School. The suspect, later identified as Lisa A. Arnold, allegedly approached the family and attempted to kidnap the younger boy. Their mother came and intervened before the child could be taken. This was not Arnold's first attempt at kidnapping. Just 20 minutes before the incident at the school, a mother was taking a walk with her infant, who was in a stroller, when what appeared to be the same attacker approached the pair and grabbed the child out of the stroller. Neighbors were shocked to hear about Lisa's attempted kidnapping.
That's still surprising from what she exudes from the outside.
She seemed like a nice woman?
Yeah, she did. She was always very nice.
I got goosebumps, like in the same building and this many years, you would never expect anything.
Arnold's attempts to kidnap the child were unsuccessful. The mother intervened and saved her son. 2 days later, the woman was arrested. According to the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, the 50-year-old was charged with 2 felony counts of attempted kidnapping. Arnold pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of attempted kidnapping. The judge hearing the case ruled that the defendant fit the legal definition of insanity at the time of the crimes based on 2 doctors' reports. On November 27, 2017, Adolphus Earl Kimry II told an emergency 911 operator that Mariah Woods, a 3-year-old, had disappeared. The caller was the child's mother, Christy Woods' boyfriend. He claimed that Mariah Woods had woken up during the night and that he had told her to go back to bed. He reported that he had left the door unlocked when he had left home for a short period that night and that when he came home, she was gone.
Ozark County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yes, ma'am. I'm at 2405 Dustin Gavin Road, Lot 7.
Could you repeat the address for verification, sir?
2405 Lot 7 Dustin Gavin Road.
And tell me exactly what happened.
She is nowhere to be found. We would look everywhere in our house, in our yard, and our little girl she's missing.
Okay, how old is she, sir?
She's 3 years old.
Okay, so let me get some information from you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so when was the last time you seen her?
We went to bed last night. Everyone went to bed at the same time.
And what time is that, sir?
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30.
All right, let's get this information in the system. And you looked in the bedroom, under the bed, and everywhere, sir? Not able to
Everyone's closets, under, and everywhere. We went to the house 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
In the yard. It's not like her to go outside at all. Not in the middle of the night or in the morning by herself.
Yes, and now does she have a physical, medical, or mental condition we need to be aware of?
She has muscular dystrophy. She's palsy. She goes down a lot. That's it. And otherwise, she's perfectly able.
Okay. All right, so I need to get a description. What race is she?
She's white, blonde hair, about 3 feet tall.
Do you know how much she weighs?
About 30 pounds.
Okay, does she have any characteristics on her face, like scars or birthmarks, anything?
Blue eyes. She's in her pajamas.
Okay. And what kind of PJs did you put her in, sir? What color? Do you remember?
They were pink.
Okay, and her name?
Her name is Mariah.
Mariah?
Woods.
Last name Woods?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir. And who was the last person that you seen her with?
The last time, me and my girlfriend put her to bed right when we came in. We came in from a trip last night, and everybody went to bed at like 8:30 or 8 around that time.
Okay.
I can't say for sure because we usually go to bed at 7:30, but we're coming home from vacation.
Okay. And do you know anywhere that she might go at all, or neighbors or anywhere?
You know, we don't. We haven't been living here very long. We don't have any neighbors that are friendly.
Okay. And has she been missing before, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you see any personal items taken, like a blanket or a teddy bear that she might have?
You said this. Yeah, no, nothing. She said. My girlfriend said that it was almost that she was in or laying on the floor and then.
What's on the floor?
She said that it was almost that she put her.
So you're fading out, sir.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now what were you saying?
She said that the pajamas she put her to bed in are laying beside her bed.
Okay. So she's not in the pink pajamas?
They're pink footy pajamas. I can't recall exactly what she went to bed in because I didn't dress her.
Okay. And you sit down on the floor?
Yes, sir, on the floor in her room.
And does she have any kind of trackable device with her, sir, like a tablet or anything that we can track GPS?
No.
And who has legal custody, sir?
Her mother, Christy Woods.
Is that with a K or a C?
With a K.
Okay. Now, was there any letters or anything left behind? Do you think anyone...
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. It's just empty room.
Okay. And may I have your name, sir?
My name is Adolphus Kinley.
I'm sorry, you said your first name is... You're fading out again, sir. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And you said your name is?
It's Kimry.
Kimry?
Yes, Kimrey.
And last name?
Kimrey.
Okay, first name?
Adolphus, Adolphus.
Okay. Now just try to find a recent photo of her, sir. Make any list of friends or addresses, phone numbers that you feel that she may go to, or anyone that she knows in the area, so that she's familiar with. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Just try to locate her and have someone stay at home just in case she does return. If she is located, sir, give us a call back immediately, okay?
Okay.
We'll get an officer dispatched as soon as possible, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Woods' body was found less than a week later near Shelter Creek along Shaw Highway in Pender County, and Kimry was arrested for murder. A vigil was held for Mariah by their local church military, and civilian volunteers persevered searching for the missing girl. After 4 days of searching, the father of the victim, Alex Woods, reported to WSPA 7 News that he had a feeling that it was not looking good at all. On December 2, 2017, leads developed during the investigation that led a dive team to the Holly Shelter Creek Bridge. The community banded together during the search, many shocked by the disappearance. The child's mother, Christy Woods, appeared in the media multiple times prior to the discovery of the toddler's body, desperate for answers. The autopsy report by Dr. Karen Kelly found disturbing revelations about the death of the 3-year-old. According to the report, there was no history of sexual assault, and that Mariah died of chloroform toxicity after suffering traumatic injuries to her face. Her neck had been wrapped in 3 plastic bags, and her body had been placed inside a couch cushion cover weighed down with cement. Shortly after the body was found, Kimry was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and felony child abuse. He was held without bond. However, as the case was further investigated, Kimry was also charged with obstruction of justice, concealing a death, second-degree burglary, felony larceny, and possession of stolen property. His bond was set at $1 million. Kimry denied the charges. The child's mother has not been charged, and police reports state that she has been cooperating with the investigation. The case is still ongoing, and on April 20th, 2021, a new trial date was scheduled for November 8th, 2021. However, the defense has been pushing for a 2022 date, claiming that witnesses will not be available so close to the holidays. The date may be moved to 2022. In 2018, the state had filed for this to be a death penalty case, and according to District Attorney Ernie Lee, they are still seeking this. North Carolina Sheriff Hans Miller said, "The death of a child is always a sobering reminder of how fragile a life is. When the community is so deeply affected by such a horrific crime, it is sometimes difficult to not allow our emotions to influence the decisions that we make." 4 years after the brutal murder, the child's memorial still stands strong.
Christmas, a day meant to be filled with love and laughter, filled the hearts of one Arizona family with terror when a 5-year-old girl was kidnapped right off the streets in Phoenix, a city known as America's kidnap capital. It was around 2:15 p.m. on Christmas Day in 2009 when police received a frantic call telling them that the child had been kidnapped. Immediately, an Amber Alert was issued, and authorities began searching the area by foot, vehicle, and helicopter.
Sam 582.
Sam 582, they're looking for a DUI motor on Adam Deck 7.
Sam 582, 25th Street in Sylvia. I've got a brown Ford Ranger pickup with a male and possibly a small child in the front refusing to yield.
10-4, what was the exact 20 one more time?
4th Street in Sylvia, northbound. The plate is 138, Paul George Victor.
I need another unit for 24th Street in Sylvia.
Pursuit.
Permission for pursuit, 24th Street in Sylvia, refusing to yield, brown Ford Ranger, male and 101.
Speed 60 miles an hour, approaching Dahlia. We're going to be northbound from Sweetwater. He spun out.
He spun out.
Sister Creek, are you going to dog, please?
Checking.
Westbound on Swore.
Copies westbound on Swara.
Control 65, have him called to pursuit. Let's get some units over there in area unit.
I'm checking on the area unit. We are calling in pursuit.
Westbound from 22nd Place. As advised, I am in pursuit. He's approaching Cave Creek Road, and he's going to go southbound.
Copy. 22nd Place is approaching Cave Creek, going southbound.
Westbound on Larkspur from Cave Creek Road.
Copy. Westbound Larkspur from Cave Creek.
Spikes are authorized.
Spikes are authorized.
Southbound on 20th Street.
Now southbound on 20th Street.
Westbound on Ronald Drive.
Now westbound on Ronald Drive.
Southbound 19th Street.
Southbound 19th Street.
Westbound Thunderbird Road.
Copy. Westbound Thunderbird.
Unit west eastbound. He's coming right past you now. Don't turn in front of me.
He's coming eastbound.
Westbound on Thunderbird Road. Speed's about 70 miles an hour.
Westbound on Thunderbird, 70 miles an hour.
Sam 584, I'll take over the pursuit calling. He's still westbound on Thunderbird from the Point Golf Course Drive. Still westbound. Speeds are approximately 80 miles an hour. He's coming up to 7th Street.
Air 4 launch from Deer Valley.
Westbound on Thunderbird from 7th Street. Westbound on Thunderbird, passing Canterbury.
Patrol 65, have some units get ahead of them with stop sticks.
13 John, going chart middle, stop 626th Avenue, Thunderbird.
Patrol 65, any units ahead at the intersections, try to block traffic, avoid some accidents.
Westbound on Thunderbird, he's coming up to 19th Avenue.
612, John, I just deployed spike strip. Units, watch out for him.
582, have the units in front of us take the pursuit. He got through the light.
Copy, he got through the light.
612, John, I got a good hit on the spike strip.
Patrol 65, plenty of units behind him. Have other units just take bullseye positions, please.
Go ahead, boss.
Truck 961. Patrol 65, 961, block off.
64 India. 624 India. 624 India. Who's got an eye on 624 India?
614 India. Code 4, 1 custody. We're going to be at 2140 West Thunderbird Road.
Copy, code for 1 in custody, 2140 West Thunderbird.
I need Thunderbird blocked off at 19th Avenue. We're at 2140 West Thunderbird. The girl is code 4.
Okay, Patrol 65 or somebody there, confirm the 101, please.
I need somebody else.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is the 101.
According to authorities, the child, whose identity has remained anonymous due to the nature of the crime, had been playing with her 7- and 9-year-old sisters outside of their apartment building when a man parked in a parking lot nearby walked over to them holding a camera. The man reportedly grabbed hold of the 7-year-old's pants and pulled him down before snapping a photo of her. He then grabbed the younger girl and then threw her into his truck through an open window. Statistically, a kidnapped victim is rarely found alive if they have not been recovered within a few hours. But thanks to one heroic police officer, the little girl was located about 7 hours after being taken. The kidnapper, later identified as Larry Ladwig, was located 7 hours later by Officer Mike Burns. According to Burns' recount of the events that led to the criminal's arrest, the police officer had just finished combing a desert area for any signs of the young girl. As Burns drove down a North Phoenix Street, he came across a truck that matched the description of the kidnappers. He saw that there was one man and a little girl inside the car before the vehicle made an abrupt turn and sped away. That was when the officer knew he couldn't let it out of his sight. The vehicle crashed after hitting spike strips set up by authorities, and 10 minutes later, Burns arrested the 45-year-old man and the traumatized girl was saved. She was taken to a Phoenix police facility that aids young victims of crime, where it was discovered that the 5-year-old had been sexually molested. She received treatment and was taken back home to her family. Ladwig was booked into a Phoenix jail and charged with kidnapping, sexual molestation of a child, aggravated assault of a police officer, and felony flight. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Then, on 13 July 2020, a government site put out a statement reading, "Inmate Larry J. Ladwig, 56, died on July 5 at Mountain Vista Medical Center. He was transported to the hospital on June 21. In December 2014, a Florida man was kidnapped from a Walmart parking lot, driven around for hours, and robbed. What seemed to be a routine trip to the grocery shop would soon become a nightmare for 28-year-old Jordan Delman. The suspects took Delman to a senior care facility, tied him up in a bathroom, and left. He was discovered by employees, who dialed 911.
911, you need police, fire, medical.
Hey, I need...
Hello?
I'm sorry. There's a situation here. We have residents that I think they stole a car, and the man's in their bathroom right now. They told us what happened, and as soon as they left, we came over here to let him out. They had him tied up in duct tape.
Okay, what's the address? How long ago did this occur?
The call left like 5 minutes ago, but we had to make sure they were gone so we can come and get this guy out of the bathroom.
What kind of vehicle was it?
What type of vehicle do you have? It's a Mercedes. Can you please come? Can you please just come here?
There's already deputies on the way, okay?
I need you to calm down and take a deep breath. My asking
You don't need to. You don't need to. This is
my asking you questions is not slowing them down. They're already on the way.
Dude.
Okay.
No, we're like.
Calm down, okay? Who were these people and how many?
They live here in the residence.
Okay, I understand. How many subjects were there?
There's two.
Two. Okay, were they males, females?
Yes, they're two males.
Okay, were they white, black, Hispanic? Hello?
Hello?
What can I help you with something? Can you give me some information?
No, if the cops are on the way, then that's all I need.
I've already told you they're on the way. My asking you these questions. Hello?
Listen. No, you please call police.
They're already on the way.
Is this dispatch?
Yes.
I know the information that you're asking for, and I know it all. I'm not worried about that. I need police here to
Okay, like I've already told you.
I'm a kidnapper. Like, they kidnapped me.
Okay, like I talked to the person who was already on the phone. I've already told them there's 3 deputies that are on the way. Okay.
I'll give you all the car information when they get here. I've been kidnapped. I've been gone for hours at gunpoint. I've been in the backseat of a car.
Okay.
I know this sounds crazy, but this is real.
Okay, what is your name, please?
My name's... Hurry up before they come back. That's what we're worried about.
Okay, sir, calm down. I've already told you there's 3 deputies that have been on the way since you guys first called. Do you know who the people were that
I have no idea. The gentlemen here do. The most important thing is to have units here now.
Okay.
Everything you can get all the information you want.
Sir, I've already told you there's 3 deputies that are responding. Do you know where they may have been headed?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Okay, and how long
I've been in a closet locked up.
Just stay on the phone with me in case they come back. Okay, so that way we know.
Well, they're gonna come back. They're not worried about that. The question is whether they come back before the cops get here and people get shot, or...
Okay, there's a deputy who's pulling up now, okay?
Earlier that Monday morning, deputies responded to a kidnapping and robbery call. At around 12:30 a.m., 2 men, both 18 years old, armed with handguns, confronted Delman in the parking lot of Walmart Neighborhood Market on Red Bug Lake Road. Before forcing Delman into the backseat of his car, the suspects demanded his wallet and car key. They then drove the stolen vehicle to a bank and forced the victim to withdraw $240 from his account. The men then headed to a residential care facility in Power. Once they arrived, they duct-taped Delman's eyes and hands, threw him in the trunk of the vehicle, and drove around for several hours. A few hours later, the kidnappers returned to the residential care facility, retrieved the victim from the trunk, placed him in a wheelchair, and locked him in the bathroom. The kidnappers then fled in the stolen vehicle. 2 other men who live in the facility, identified as Jason Sinquefield and Joel Ruiz, were able to free Delman and called 911. He was not injured. The 2 suspects were charged with kidnapping, armed robbery, carjacking, and assault. They were booked into the John E. Polk Correctional Facility with the possibility of bail. Seminole County residents were left fearing for their safety at their neighborhood market. Beyond the dances and cute cat videos, TikTok trends may have life-saving value. In November 2021, a North Carolina teen was rescued in Kentucky after using hand gestures that she learned on TikTok to signal to other drivers that she was in danger.
I can. Hey, hello? Yeah, I've been following this Toyota Corolla from Adams County. We just drove to Laurel County past exit 49. This female on the passenger side, brunette, motioning for help, call 911. I've been on the phone with Madison County and Rock County. I'm still following my direction out here. We're in the rough just South 35. What color is it? It's a silver Toyota Corolla. Silver, Ohio black. And there's how many? Is that a female?
what mile marker yet, sir? I don't see one right now. Okay. What is your name? David Isaac. I'm sorry? David Isaac. David Isaac. Hang on just a second, sir. I'm getting help on the way. Will you watch for a mile marker and let me know when you pass one, please? Okay, sir. I'm sorry. What? Your modulation on your phone is very low. If you could speak up just a little bit, that would help. Did you advise you passed the mile marker? Okay. Okay, there's actually two of those, so. I think this is the first one. Mile marker 44. Sir, if you could just keep me notified on the mile markers as you pass them, that would help me tremendously, okay? I've got units in the area that are waiting on you ahead of you, alright? What kind of vehicle are you in? I'm in a black four-door Chevrolet pickup. A black Chevy four-door pickup? Yes, sir. Okay. Are you 41 in the second underpass? Okay. Are you right directly behind the vehicle? I've got two cars back. Okay. Okay. All right. They're going to intercept you there in about 2 miles, okay? Okay, I might be able to make the second one today. Okay, they're going to intercept you before the first one. Okay, good deal. Pass the phone down a little bit. Okay, 38, whatever. Okay. So then when you get to the 42, excuse me, let me know the next mile marker. Okay, we're like that we're on that. We've not made it to 41 yet. Okay. Where are you at now? Still up to exit 41, but slowed down for traffic. You're coming up to exit 41? We're coming up to exit 41. Alright. Are you about a mile away, or about how far are you? I can see exit 41 out here. They're getting off at exit 41. They're getting off at exit 41, looks like. It's going to be time left. Exit 41. Alright, just keep me updated, okay? Are you going to... I've got a deputy says they've got eyes on you, so... Okay. I'll send them across the road there. Okay. They're right down in front of me, LL place. Yeah, they're gonna wait for him to turn, okay? Okay. Good deal. Okay. Yeah, get him up to 400 and get him out of here. Can you tell me the vehicle, sir? Y'all from David Michael 5191, Ohio. Okay, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You still see the officers there? They're going to try to get behind it, so when they pull out, just kind of give them some space. Yeah, I'll leave them run and get up. Mr. Isaac, they're going to, from the line changes, they're going to try to get in, okay? Yes, sir. I'll leave them run. Alright, thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Stop here, Ryan.
On November 5th, a driver spotted a teenager in a car driven by an older man on a highway in Kentucky. The young girl in the passenger seat made hand signals, tucking her thumb into her palm and closing her fingers into a fist, signaling she was in danger. The driver recognized the hand signals and immediately called the authorities, who later arrested the older man, identified as James Herbert Brick. A spokesperson at the Asheville Police Department said the teenage girl was reported missing from her Asheville home by her parents on November 2nd. 3 days later, the young girl was located in another state in what deputies described as a dangerous situation.
Just thought that she was waving at individuals because she was in the front seat where he was.
The pair made it to Ohio, where Brick's relatives became concerned about the relationship. His relatives realized the girl was underage, and she was reported missing. That's when Brick took the girl, fled Ohio, and headed south through Kentucky. According to police records, the girl was scared to death after Brick told her that if she tried to run away, he would kill her animals, her pet dog, and himself in front of her.
She told me she was scared. She was physically shaking, crying. Once we got them separated, she was terrified.
The hand gesture was created as part of the Signal for Help campaign of the Canadian Women's Foundation at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic to give people stuck at home with abusive partners an avenue to ask for help, without being overheard and without leaving a digital trace.
Signal for Help is a simple hand signal that you can make on a video call. You just raise your hand, tuck your thumb, trap your thumb, all in one move, and it means I need you to check in with me safely.
TikTok content creators began sharing the hand gesture across the platform. One of the videos published garnered over 600,000 views.
Expected a situation like this with a young woman in a car. That was very clever and resourceful of her to think to use this, and it's such a relief that there were other drivers who were able to recognize this and knew what to do.
James Brick was charged with first-degree unlawful imprisonment. Brick had previously been charged with unlawful imprisonment and possession of material showing a sexual performance by a minor. Still, the kidnapping charge was the only one returned by the grand jury. In October 2019, 45-year-old Andrew Pearson of North Yorkshire made a rambling, emotional 999 call saying he and his girlfriend, 30-year-old Natalie Harker, had been camping when she slipped into the water, and he dragged her out and tried to resuscitate her.
Hello.
Right, Andrew, listen to me. I am going to have to remind you completely, so I need you to pull yourself together, take some deep breaths, and listen to what I'm going to be saying to you, because I need some more questions answering. So stop crying, get a breath, and sort yourself out. All right? Right. Your girlfriend, okay? What exactly happened? No, take a breath and then answer the question, because I am totally reliant upon you at the present moment, and I need to know what's going off.
We met down this lane.
I'm not too worried about what
I've been camping for a few days, just chill out in this woodland area. And okay, so I met Natalie, and we went over the field into the wood, and we went for a walk. So there's like an open area, and as we were going down there, she must have slipped and like dragged me, because I remember hitting my back, and then I realised she's in the water, and I just dragged her out. And I'm first aid trained, so I did what I could. I thought she was breathing, and then I realised my tent's nearby, so I dragged her into it, and I did what you do. Yeah. Well, I thought she was breathing at this point, and she seemed okay, like blurry. So we did what I'm trying to do, strip her off, and we got on a blanket, and I felt and then I woke up and she was purple.
Stop crying. Stop crying. All right, stop crying. Take a breath. Listen to me. Take a breath. Just take a breath. All right, calm yourself back down again, because I still need more information from you. Okay. Just take a breath. Give yourself a couple of seconds. All right, get your breath back. All right, and I need you to stop crying.
Yeah.
All right, you're back with me again now.
I'm here.
So you fell asleep, yeah? Woke up. What time did you wake up? Just take your breath. What time did you wake up? Woke up.
I don't know. A friend from America phoned me. I think 4 o'clock or something.
Right, no problems. So she was purple. Did you try CPR again?
She was purple. No. Coming out of her mouth.
Just take your breath again. Just take a breath. Slow yourself down. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you woke back up and she was purple, you did not perform any other first aid or anything else.
No, I checked, but she's totally gone. Yeah. I would the other police.
Right, so
I would have to tell you because it's crossed the field. I'm on the phone to the police now. No, you've got to go across the field. I've got to take you because I'm hidden in. Sorry.
Right, I've got police have arrived with you now.
It's a short walk and then it's the field. You can't.
Can you put a police officer on the phone for me, please?
Yeah.
In reality, the events of that day were completely different from what Pearson claimed. On October 9th, the accused, who stalked his victim, set up camp close to a path that Harker cycled along to get to work. He took pictures of the scene and did a practice run of how it would play out. When the woman came past, he ambushed her and kidnapped her. After forcing her into the woods, the 45-year-old violently held her head underwater, carried her lifeless body back to his camp, and raped her while she was dying. When the victim failed to turn up at work at 5 a.m., missed a medical appointment at 10 a.m., and missed a cleaning job at 3 p.m., her family reported her missing. The North Yorkshire Police issued an urgent missing person appeal because her disappearance was so out of character. The killer's mother called the force control room after he had contacted her. She said her son had told her the pair met up and had been walking together around 4:30 a.m. when Natalie had accidentally slipped and fallen into a river, pulling him in too. He told her the same story as he did the 999 operator, but added they must have passed out, and when he woke up following a phone call from a friend in America, Natalie appeared to be dead. After the attack, Pearson messaged a friend in the US to say, "Goodbye, I have killed Natalie. I am going to hand myself in." This was the call that he had told his mother about that lasted 42 minutes on FaceTime, while Harker's dead body lay under a sleeping bag next to him. The killer placed the 999 call with his mother approximately 12 hours after carrying out the brutal murder. Attending paramedics pronounced the 30-year-old dead on arrival, and Pearson was arrested soon after for murder. During the court case, it was revealed the two had broken up weeks before the murder, and the deceased had confided in those close to her about her fear of Pearson. She said he was constantly texting her, and just 2 days before her murder, she was concerned about being followed. Unfortunately, she didn't take the advice to contact the police about it. Investigators found that leading up to the murder, the 45-year-old killer had used all of his credit to purchase camping equipment, knives, gaffer tape, and supplies of food which were later found in the tent. Photos that were taken on 30 September of the cycle path, a locked gate leading into the field in the woods, a view from the cycle path towards the gate, the route across the field, over a barbed wire fence, through a thicket,
The stream that needed to be crossed and the area where the tent was found showed how much planning went into the attack. Andrew Pearson was sentenced to 24 years in prison for the chilling and calculated murder of Natalie Harker. At the sentencing, the family told the court they had named a star after their beloved daughter so that they could still connect with her. Their heartbreaking victim stories spoke of a close-knit family, torn apart by the senseless killing. Pearson has never told the true story of what happened the day he killed his ex-girlfriend. In February 2017, Alex Deaton jumped out of bushes near the La Luz trailhead and forced a man and woman into the trunk of their car. The couple was able to escape using the trunk's emergency release. But when they emerged, Deaton shot the man and took off with the woman. A panicked 19-year-old called 911 to report the incident, a call that ended a multi-state murder spree.
Please, I need your help right away. It's at the La Luz entrance to Wantabo Picnic Ground. A man just shot me, and I think he killed my girlfriend. He filled her car up with bodies.
Are you shot right now?
Yeah, he shot through. It feels like the side messing up my hip a little bit.
Okay,
not a lot of bleeding or anything. Please, he's still out there, and he still has guns. And I don't know if he's coming back.
Are you pulled over, or where are you?
We're right at the entrance. There's a man here with a truck. It happens. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like his truck's broken. I'm pretty, because he made us get in the trunk, I'm pretty certain he filled up the car that we were in with bodies.
Okay, what kind of vehicle is he in?
I don't know. He was in the Acadia, and then he carjacked us and made us get in the trunk and filled it up, and we're on the entrance. I don't know if he's coming back down. I don't know. I know he's shooting to kill. He's still there, I think. Please, you gotta get here quick. I don't know if he's gonna come down and kill me again.
Okay, we're getting units up there right now.
Okay, please.
And you said you were in the trunk? So is this your car?
It was my girlfriend Sarah's car. He made us get in the trunk, and we were able to jump out, and I'm pretty sure he shot and killed Sarah. And I don't know if he's coming back down. I don't know what's going on. Please. That's not his car.
And how many people are with you?
Just this one man here. Please.
Okay. And do you believe you were shot in the butt?
Yeah, in the side of the chest here. I don't know. Maybe the tribal police are closer. If you can get tribal police down here, it's really.
Okay.
There's a gun in the car. Should I pick it up just in case he comes down?
Should you do what?
Should I pick? He left a gun on the passenger seat. Should I pick it up just in case he comes back down?
I wouldn't touch it.
You got it.
Okay. And what kind of vehicle are you next to right now?
Next to a Ford F-350. And I'm pretty certain he put bodies in the Honda. There's stuff in the back seat. Can I ask, is your truck broken or why are you pulled over? Okay, can I ask if we just drive down to the gas station somewhere public? I don't want to get you hurt, sir. Can we do that? She's dead. He's out in the mountain. He killed us. He shot us in the mountains. I stole the car from him when he was chasing us. Because he shot me and I fell down, and then he chased Sarah more. Sarah got away a little bit, but I'm pretty certain he killed her. Can we drive out of here, sir? No. You got it, sir. Thank you. We're going to drive down to the gas station because I don't know if he's going to come back down and shoot us. The one on the tribal grounds. The one across from San Diego Casino. I don't want him to... I'm just going to leave the car at the base of the hill here on.
The unknown male victim and his girlfriend were kidnapped near La Luz trailhead and thrown into the boot of their truck. The couple tried to escape, but Deaton shot the male in the backside and drove off with the female victim. Authorities never revealed their identities due to the nature of the crime. 28-year-old Alex Deaton was the target of a multi-state search that began several days before the incident in New Mexico. Deaton had been accused of killing his girlfriend, Heather Robinson, by allegedly strangling her to death in Brandon, Mississippi on February 26, 2017. He fled to Dixon, where police say he shot and killed 69-year-old Brenda Pinter. The elderly victim was cleaning up inside the Dixon Baptist Church when Deaton entered and shot her. Her cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. From the church shooting, the killer went back to Brandon, where he shot a female jogger. Then, on February 28th, police linked him to the abduction in New Mexico and then further traced him to a store in Kansas. Store clerk Riley Jewell handed the keys to his vehicle over. Then Deaton shot him at point-blank range and fled. Finally, the shooter was arrested outside of Wilson, Kansas after a fiery crash. It was only discovered later that Deaton had left the body of Heather Robinson after killing her, but had allegedly taken her phone and pretended to be her until she was found dead. The Deaton family expressed condolences to the victims and their families, saying, "Our family is deeply shocked, saddened, and horrified at all that has unfolded since last Wednesday. We are devastated and completely heartbroken for all that has happened. Our family is in a state of disbelief. We don't understand why or how this could ever happen and are just thankful it has now come to an end." Although the family said they were shocked, investigations revealed Deaton texted his mother and had a short phone call on the 27th of February, in the middle of the multi-day spree. He sent jumbled, unintelligible messages and also incriminating messages. Police believed he might have purposefully done this to appear less sane than he was. Before the multiple murders, Deaton appeared to be a loving father and family man. His Facebook page had numerous posts of his children. However, he did also talk about his love for weapons. Deaton worked as a sales associate at an AT&T store. In August 2018, Alex Deaton emotionally pleaded guilty to murder. The killer has never revealed a motive to authorities. However, he told the judge he was on drugs at the time of the shooting and had earlier testified he has bipolar disorder. Police say he had no prior criminal history, and Deputy DA Marty Miller stated that he thought something in Alex Deaton had snapped, and he liked hurting people. On the day of the sentencing, the father of Heather Robinson left him with these words: "I'd like to see him treated the way he treated my daughter. When it's said and done, before I leave this earth, I hope he gets what comes to him." Deaton was sentenced to life in prison. Meanwhile, the 19-year-old store clerk who made the call has recovered from the shooting. Riley Jewell said he was lucky to be alive. His family and community hailed him as a hero for putting the ruthless crime spree to an end. He thanked the first responders, saying without them, he wouldn't have made it out of the robbery alive. In a Facebook picture posted by the former store clerk on October 2020, he holds his newborn baby.
When the family of 29-year-old Kevin Bacon reported him missing after he didn't arrive for a scheduled Christmas Day breakfast with his family, a friend of Bacon's told police that he was supposed to meet someone from the dating app Grindr the night before. What nobody was prepared for was what police would find in the investigation. 2 months earlier, on October 10, 2019, a 911 dispatch in Shiawassee County, Michigan, received a bizarre emergency call from a 40-year-old man whose identity had not been released. In the call, the man describes his escape from the basement of a local man, 50-year-old Mark David Lutansky, who had allegedly drugged the caller and chained his feet to the floor.
Shiawassee 911, where's your emergency?
This is going to sound insane. I'm here in Detroit. I'm from New York, and I met this guy at the bus station who offered me a ride, and I'm not even sure where I am. Well, I broke out of this fucking basement, and I need a ride. Okay. I'm in trouble. I can't even find my way back to his place if I wanted to. I don't know if you can take my signal. I'm from New York. I'm walking down the street with a picture knife, sweetheart. I need help.
Okay, I'm going to get you help. Are you walking down the street right now?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm passing a barn. It's all beautiful here. I can't believe I don't know where I am. I don't know. Like, I never ever had anything like this happen. I don't know whether he drugged me. I don't know. I woke up in the fucking basement, okay? Chained in the basement with a leather thing around my ankle, and I cut it with the butcher knife that I have in my freaking hand, excuse my French.
Okay. Do you have anything on you right now? Are you carrying anything?
I have my phone. I'm sorry, what?
Are you carrying anything?
A butcher knife. until I see a police officer. When I see a police officer, I look through it. Until then, I don't trust that he's not walking up because I got lost, and I don't even know if I'm headed towards his house or not. That's why I'm dialing 911. But I'm lost, so I don't even know if I'm headed back towards his house.
He just woke up in a basement. He was chained to something, so he cut the chain off.
I cut the leather strap that had the chain.
He's not sure where he's at.
I just want to get out of here, and I want to go home. I don't even care about the legal case I was here for. I'm sorry, I can't help them. I want to go home.
Okay, all right. Listen, I've got help on the way. What were you here for?
I'm a volunteer court advocate. I came here to help on the CSC meeting, and I was supposed to be meeting them at the bus station. I met this guy. I'm by. He was cute. He hit on me. I don't know. We went out to the car. We talked. We went to the store. Had a soda. I woke up in the basement.
Okay.
He obviously drugged me.
Okay, when I get a trooper close to you, I'm going to need you to put that butcher knife down, though.
Oh, that's not an issue, sweetie. We'll go flying into the woods.
Okay.
Your officer is in no danger. I've been a public
You don't need to throw it in the woods, but I just don't want it on you. Is there anything else on you at all?
Just, I don't even know if I have my cigarettes.
Okay. You don't have a bag or anything else?
No, I don't know my bag now, sweetie.
Okay. Okay.
I was very fortunate that my wallet was in my hoodie. I met this guy in here, and he seemed like a nice guy. He points outside like he wanted to talk. I go outside. He goes, oh, well, you just started shooting birds. He was cute. I put in work, and I never had this happen.
Are you injured at all? Do you think that you need any medical attention at all?
No, I'm not injured.
Okay.
I went over myself. I'm in a panic right now. Jerry's only as good as the weakest link, honey. He had a leather strap to a metal chain. He's an idiot.
Okay, where I'm showing you, the trooper is a little bit away, but when he gets closer, I'm going to need you to put that knife down.
That's no problem, man. I have nothing but respect for the police officers. I've never had a problem with police.
Just advising. He has a knife in his hand. He used to cut that leather off. He's going to put it down when he sees you approaching.
Because I don't know if I'm working towards him, and if he comes walking out, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be alarmed.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I was definitely, it's so real right now. When this settles in, I'm probably not going to be able to function. This is like shit from a movie. I ran down driveways. I ran all over so much that I'm fucking lost. I was making sure I wasn't being followed. I don't know whether he's got dogs. I don't know. I don't remember going to his house.
Okay.
I don't want an incident report. I just really need a ride. Please.
So if you see him approaching, I need you to put that knife.
Okay, I don't see any lights at all.
Okay.
Okay, I'm starting to see lights coming up behind me. They're ways away, though.
Okay.
I will sit this on the guardrail as soon as I can tell nobody's walking behind me. This is the second vehicle I'm seeing tonight.
Okay.
And I'm hoping this is a cop, because if it's not, I'm going to be really scared. I'm flagging down whoever this is. So if this is the maniac, you're going to hear some crazy shit. I don't know. I think this is a cop because that looks like an extra bright light, so I am now putting this down. Okay. I am unarmed. It is on the guardrail. I am not armed.
He sees you, he's putting that knife on the guardrail.
I am not armed. Okay, I see.
Okay.
It's over here.
He sees you. He sees you.
Okay. I just want him to know I'm not armed.
He knows.
I'm not armed.
He knows.
Yes, sir, I am. I'm not armed. I'm just really happy to see you. No, sir, you do whatever you have to do. You're the police. Stand in front of my car. Whatever you need, sir. Okay, I'm going to hang up on you, okay?
Yep, he'll take good care of you.
After he was found and questioned, the man refused to press charges, even going as far as to request to be taken back to the home of Mark David Lutansky. Michigan State Police said the man stayed at the home of Lutansky for an additional 2 to 3 days without incident. A month later, on November 25, 2019, Shiawassee County Dispatch received another call of the same nature. The caller, a 29-year-old man who remains unidentified, gave eerily similar information as the previous month's caller.
Shiawassee County 911.
I want to get away from some creepy guy. He had me tied up in his basement.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I'm trying to escape from some guy who had me chained up in his basement.
He had you chained in his basement? Where are you calling from?
I don't know. I am heading near this road.
Are you on?
From here.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Looks like you're on Tyrell Road.
It could be.
Are you walking?
Yeah.
Hold on 1
I don't
second.
even have shoes on.
3562.
I don't know if I should try to go to someone's house. I don't know where I'm at.
I'm trying to put out a call. 62,
Okay.
you can start off for Tyrell. Just east of Morris Road, had a subject that was chained up in someone's basement, just fled the residence. He's out on foot.
He's after me.
Okay, I need you to go to somewhere safe. If you can run up to somebody's house. Where are you at right now? Are you able to get away?
Help me. Help me.
62, he's running towards the house.
Right here.
Guy's trying to come after him. I'm trying to get
There's a
further.
guy out here.
Okay, I need an address where you're at.
Right now.
I'm trying to get it.
What's your address? I'm on the phone with the cops right now.
431. What's their address? I need their address.
He won't give me the address. Please.
Are you outside or inside somebody's house?
I'm trying to find someone to help me.
Are you in the road? I have some state troopers that aren't very far away.
I don't know where.
Are you in
Yeah.
Where are you at right
I'm on a white house across from like a barn.
Okay, are you close to the road? Can you see an address on the mailbox?
Yeah. I'm too far away from the mailbox.
I'm sorry?
I'm too far away from it.
Can you see a mailbox? Are you on the road?
Yeah, I'm on the road now.
62 and 12, he's running down the road, trying to get an address or a mailbox or something. So it's kind of hysterical.
910W.
910?
Yeah.
I think he's in front of 910 West Tyrell. Is that 910 Tyrell?
He's trying to get away from me. Hey, I'm on the clock. What's your address? What's your address?
Let me can I talk to whoever you're talking to?
What's your address? What's your address?
3562 and 12. They're going to be at 910. That's the house they're at, 910. He's talking to a homeowner there. Okay, do you know where the house was at that you were at?
It was not even a mile down the road going, I don't know what way. I see the trooper.
Okay.
I see both of them. I see the trooper right there. He just, yeah. Trooper is right here.
Okay, go ahead and talk to them, and you're going to have to point out where the house was at that you're in, okay?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and talk to the troopers there.
Okay, so
right.
Hang up.
Yep, you can hang up with me.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
After being directed by 911 dispatch to seek shelter nearby, the man found himself at the home of nearby resident Michael Parks. Mark David Lutansky, allegedly searching for the escapee, arrived at Parks' house simultaneously as Michigan State Police. The supposed victim refused to press charges, stating that anything that happened between him and Lutansky was consensual. Parks recalled the incident in a later interview.
I hear a pounding at my door at 4 in the afternoon, and I jump up. My dogs are barking like you probably hear, and this kid has this his face covered with a rag and a phone to his ear, and he's like, help me, he's after me, just scared to death out of his mind. A gentleman pulls up in my driveway in a silver SUV, and he gets out, and he's wearing the same getup this guy's wearing, which is a leather skirt and a couple of belts crossing her body, no shoes on, no shirt on, it's 40 degrees, grabs my arm and clutches behind me. Keep him away from me, just scared out of his mind.
After Bacon was reported missing on Christmas Day, authorities located the victim's car in a parking lot in Clayton Township. Inside, they found his phone, which led police to go to the home of Mark David Lutansky. When they arrived, what they found was something that can only be described as ghastly and horrendous. The body of Bacon could be seen hanging feet first from Lutansky's ceiling. Lutansky admitted on the spot to the slaying. The details Lutansky gave regarding the murder of the young man and the mutilation of his body are too appalling to be listed here. Mark David Lutansky was arrested and charged with the murder and desecration of Kevin Bacon on December 28, 2019. After the arrest, the killer's husband, Jamie Arnold, spoke to WNEM.
Nobody should have to go through this. No parent should ever have to bury a child. Somebody who, when you met, was this kind, gentle soul who turned into this monster. You don't want to believe it. I came home and there's somebody there, and he tried to get me involved, and it was like, you know what? I'm gonna make me dinner, I'm gonna go to bed. That's why I had to get out. So I had to get out. I couldn't take that lifestyle anymore.
And when's the last time you talked to Mark?
I talked to Mark on Christmas Day. I had some friends over, and I didn't want him to be alone, so I invited him over Christmas Day if he wanted to come.
Okay, so
he arrived there in the afternoon, I don't know, sometime around 1, 2 o'clock. He appeared to be normal. He never exhibited any signs that anything was wrong. The 27th, he was here to take my car, the rental car, back because it was costing me a fortune. And he said, hey, you know what? Why don't you use my car? There's a truck, you know, I'll get that fixed up and I'll drive that, and you can drive my car until your car is fixed.
Did you take Mark back to the house on that Friday?
Yes, I did.
Did you go in the house?
I did not. I dropped him off at 10:30 at night. And came back home. I had to work the next day, and he never once said, hey, why don't you come in? He just got out of the car, left, and I told me that if they thought I was involved, I would have been arrested by now if I was under any kind of suspicion.
Why would you think that people would think you're involved?
Because of social media, because of what's out there. All they know is what they see. I understand. They see pictures of us together. They see that we are married, that we live in the same place. They don't know that I left. They don't know the reasons why I left.
Arnold ended the interview by saying that he had never met Bacon. Public defender Douglas Corwin described the alleged killer as someone who consistently suffers from delusions and may not be competent to stand trial. This standing has led to the trial being delayed multiple times. In a February 2020 interview with Fox News, Corwin explained his concerns about his client, saying he is unable to distinguish between what is real and what is not.
He knows the charges, but because of what's going on with his thinking, and he's not able to help us defend him. Every time I ask him a question, just the other day I talked to him, I had 3 questions for him. It took 45 minutes to kind of get an answer.
Later that month, he was found not competent to stand trial, and in June, he was transferred to a psychiatric facility. The delay in his transfer was due to the lack of space during the COVID-19 pandemic. Once Lutansky was finally deemed fit to stand trial, more gruesome details were revealed in court. These included acts of cannibalism. Antidepressants found in the victim's body were brought up, with the accused claiming he was assisting Bacon in committing suicide. The killer told police that after their sexual encounter, he and Bacon began talking about how they could make his body disappear. He said Bacon told him he had been suicidal in the past. However, evidence of text messages showed that the victim had expressed concerns about his safety after the hookup, and he had trusted Lutansky to be the one to keep him safe. The pandemic led to lengthy court delays, and the trial is ongoing. Bacon is fondly remembered by his managing partner at Vintage Beauty, Crystal Grosshart as a passionate worker.
Yeah, he was a very talented artist, like his vivid work, like with vivid colors of the blues and the pinks and the purples.
After she found out the horrifying news, Grosshart said everyone who worked with him had been devastated. Bacon's parents also shared kind words about their son after further details about the day leading up to his murder were released to the public.
And I understand that the events, what was released today shows Kevin had a dark side. For those who knew and loved Kevin did not know that side. Those who knew him knew his good side, who he knew that he loved and cherished everybody he touched, and he touched a lot of lives in the past, during his short life. It's unfortunate that his dark side is what took his life, and he met the wrong people that way. That took him too soon from us.
Makeup mogul and YouTuber Jeffree Star put out a statement on Bacon's murder.
This whole case is crazy, and I want to put awareness on this because there's so many pieces to this puzzle. There's Grindr not giving people information quick enough. There is the town that they were from, their family, they live near Flint, Michigan. It's such a fucked up city, and I feel so bad for the people that have to deal with all this shit and the shadiness and the sketchiness of the police force. Now listen, this is all alleged, I don't know everything, but there is a lot of things I'm learning, and I'm so devastated for the Bacon family. I don't know. Sometimes I want to use my platform and make content about this stuff. And this isn't about me. I want to put someone else's story on the map when they're not getting a fair shot because the system is so fucked. And we're about to be in the new year, and it's like, I want to get on a plane and fly to Michigan. I want to meet these people. I want to talk about their story because they're not getting a voice. And if someone like me can help, that's so important. So I don't know. I just have a lot of thoughts on my mind this morning, and I'm just a little Here is Sweet Kevin, and I want you guys to be able to link to his GoFundMe. So if you guys want to swipe up, you can donate. They did reach their goal already in a few hours yesterday, and I don't know. I'm so devastated by this. Kevin, I love you.
Star then donated $20,000 to cover the funeral costs of Kevin Bacon. The fundraiser is no longer open to donations, but the total received was over $37,000. Meanwhile, in February last year, Mark Lutotsky's home was sold for over $100,000 at an auction, garnering interested bidders.
I am friends with someone who actually cleans up bodies and doesn't mind the gore, and neither do I. I'm fully down, and I heard that the house had trap doors inside of it.
Those interested were not even allowed to see inside before placing their bids. In December 2020, friends and family painted the Flint Rock in honor of the late Kevin Bacon. His mother wore a printed sweatshirt to honor him while they did it. Two-year-old Rain Peterson of Trumbull County went missing from her grandparents' house in October 2015. 2 days after relentless searching, she was found by volunteer Victor Sutton. Keep up to date with the latest and greatest true crime stories right here.
911, where's your emergency?
Hey, I found baby Rain and she's alive.
Where is she? Where are you at?
I'm on Peck Leach. Hang on 1 sec. Whoa! I'm on Peck Leach.
Okay, where?
Right at just off of Route 45. If they head on Peck Leach, head west, just west of 45, and just come on down.
Okay, hold on. Are you at the road, sir?
No, I'm off the road.
How far? Are you north or south?
I'm 1,000 feet. I'm just north of the road.
Okay, I think I have you spotted. On your phone.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Hi, baby. Stay still.
Is she okay? Does she need an ambulance?
Can I grab her?
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
She's got flies all over.
Hold on. She's got what, sir?
Hang on a second. What? Huh? Okay. So she's got flies all over her, but she's okay. I'm coming, honey.
Okay.
I'm just to the right of the plane.
Okay.
The plane is turned this way.
Just right.
Did you send somebody down Peck?
Okay, I'm coming. They're coming. They will see you. Okay. Is she in what? Describe to me what she's wearing, sir.
She's a purple shirt and gray pants.
Okay. Does she have her shoes on?
I don't know. She's got her feet in the weeds.
Is she trapped in anything?
No, she's just sitting here. She was laying down sleeping.
Okay. Child was found laying down sleeping.
Yep, there's phone poles running north and south. I'm right by him.
Hold on, he's right there, and that's exactly where he told me he was. Okay. And that's where he is.
He's off of Peck Leach Road.
Sir, you cannot hang up with me, okay?
I won't hang up.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Victor Sutton.
North of, just like a straight line from the tower.
No, I know. That's where it did.
What's that?
That's exactly where he told me. All right, and she is wearing...
She's on foot in the woods.
Yep, this is her, guaranteed, 100%.
Is she by herself, sir?
Yes.
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay, is there anybody else with you, sir?
No, there's cars starting to line up. There's 2 white vans on Peck Leach.
Okay, he says he can see 2 white vans on Peck Leach. What are you wearing, sir?
I'm wearing brown bib overalls, and I'm on a red 4-wheeler.
Submit it.
I'm going.
What? Yeah.
West of 45.
Sheriff is around.
Is it okay to come to the squad before we can't make that decision? I'm sure they're going to say yes, but you have a 4-wheeler, sir?
Yes, it's a red 4-wheeler.
Yes.
Yes, everyone. Okay, and you can see 2 white vans.
I see 2 white vans, and there's a guy in a red shirt walking through the field towards me.
And there's a gentleman in a red shirt walking towards him. Okay, we're sending the ambulance too, sir. Please stay on the line with me.
Okay. You're okay, sweetheart. I swear you're going to be okay.
Is that her I hear?
She's just crying, yes.
Okay, I hear her.
God.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Oh, my God, me too. I couldn't give up on this kid. Thank God.
Are you able to access her, sir?
Yes. You okay, baby? Can I grab her? I don't think
he allowed to pick her up?
going on.
Is he allowed to pick her up?
She's crying.
She's crying. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sir, yes, you may pick her up. Yes, you may pick her up.
Baby.
If you were the kid,
he's on his own.
He's on his own.
Hang on to me. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Sit there.
Don't get him.
Sit there.
You want him to start heading towards the road?
Or do you want him to keep the spot?
Hi, baby. I know. I know, honey.
In the woods off by fence.
I know, baby.
Yeah, go north from the site.
You're so pretty. You're so pretty. You're so pretty.
Can you put your jacket or something around her, sir, to keep her warm?
Yeah, she's fine. You're okay. You're okay. I see the sheriff right now.
Okay, sir, stay on the line with me.
I'm with you. You're okay. You're all right. It's okay. You're all right. You're okay. Oh, my God. Talk about luck. You're okay, darling. Honey, you're doing so good. Doing good, good girl. My baby. Yeah, they're all here now. They're heading my way. My baby. Yeah, she's my neck. Oh, she's really good. Look at that. Her name's Roxanne. Say hi, Roxanne. Hey, baby, do you have a puppy?
Are you with?
Do you have a puppy?
Is that Deputy Sheriff with you now, sir?
He's coming. They're about 12 of them running through the field.
They're running through the field. The sheriff.
She is. I can't believe it. She's tough, huh?
Aww.
You're doing good, darling. She's tough. She's in the rain. I bet you're in the rain, huh?
Okay.
We know Ray. We can look for Ray. Looking for him. Yeah. Yeah, we can look. Is he here to help you? All right. Come on. Look at all these people. You're famous. You're famous, huh? I'm going to turn her over to you.
Okay, sir, can you tell me if the sheriff is there now?
Yes, everybody's here.
All right, sir, I'm going to disconnect with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, officer's there.
The little girl was playing with her brothers at their North Bloomfield, Ohio home, where they live with their grandparents. It was nearing 6 p.m. on Friday, and Dora Mae Peterson, the children's great-grandmother, was making dinner while their great-grandfather Richard was on the computer. Dora Mae and Richard had custody of the three, but their mother, Brandy Peterson, still had visitation rights. Brandy had been moving into a new apartment with her boyfriend on the day Rain went missing. Brandy had reportedly been out with her boyfriend when she received a harrowing call from Dora Mae telling her that Rain had gone upstairs and vanished. As Dora realized the little girl was missing, she hastily contacted the police and searched for her granddaughter. According to Dora Mae, the only door that was unlocked at the time was the garage door. Dora Mae and Richard had lost their 3 sons at a young age and were utterly heartbroken at the thought of losing another loved one. A tireless search began, and volunteers, authorities, and relatives searched high and low for baby Rain. Officials used search dogs, foot patrols, vehicles, helicopters, and even infrared heat equipment to find the girl, but to no avail. That Sunday afternoon, the FBI had called a meeting to say that the search would soon evolve from a rescue mission to the recovery of a body. It was nearing Sunday evening when a volunteer searcher, Victor Sutton, reportedly spotted a solid bit of purple in a field only a few miles away from the home that baby Rain was last seen. According to Sutton, he saw blonde hair as he drew closer, and then he yelled her name. At first, he thought that the pale child covered in flies had already passed on, but then she opened her eyes as he made his way towards her. He immediately called it in and raced to pick her up, trying to keep her warm while they waited for first responders. The little girl was immediately taken to hospital, where she was found to be in a stable condition. She had arrived cold and wet, but sustained no serious injuries or long-term effects. To this day, there is still mystery surrounding how the little girl managed to leave the home, whether someone took her or how she managed to stay outside for so long. Rain has no memory of the events that led to her being found in a field, while images of her face swarm the newspapers and televisions. Her great-grandparents still panic if she is out of sight for even a moment.
Which kidnapping story has stayed with you since you heard it? If you want more compilations like this, let me know in the comments. For more True 911, watch this episode next.